This. Everybody plays the fool sometimes. There's no exception to the rule. Listen, baby, it may be factual, may be cruel. I ain't lying.
Oh man.
Horrible. Welcome back, my loyal viewers. You're now on the money. Ray Cash.
Seth City.
Yesterday wasn't all that great. I went 7-7 overall. 8-7 if I'm counting the push. Am I counting the push?
You are not counting the push.
I'm not counting the push.
He's 7-7.
7-7. City.
I was an overwhelming 5-9. Horrible.
But I must say, he did have the pick of the week. On the money.
I did have the pick of the week, guys, and I told you guys on the money where to bet all your money on. Who did I say? The New England Patriots.
Let's go, Tom.
I called every way that it was gonna happen.
He did.
I told you guys Baltimore was gonna get sliced.
He did.
Diced.
He did.
Chefed up.
He did.
You could have bet on the first quarter, second quarter, first half, second half. Really doesn't matter.
Anything.
Any way you would have bet that game, you would have won money on the Patriots.
Yes, you would have.
I promise.
As I did yesterday. Thank you, City.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
I lost a little money, but my pick of the week gave me back and broke me even. So I can't be mad. A push is a push.
Can I just say really fast?
Go ahead.
I definitely don't want any anonymous calls from any Giant, Jet,
I agree.
Met,
I agree.
Yankee,
Whoa.
etc.
Baseball season.
Asked me about this Patriot get-up. Well, you know what? Do you know why I have this Patriot get-up on? Because the Patriots brought me back!
That's right.
He didn't just run back to the fort! That was my Fast and Furious rendition.
No, he didn't.
He didn't!
He came
Brady
back.
showed up to play.
He did what he had to do.
And you know what? I've lost a small fortune on the G-Men this year. And in typical G-Men fashion, they do opposite of what they're supposed to do. They actually win the game against Detroit.
Who would have thought?
Thank you, G-Man.
They would have won.
Thank you, G-Man.
First of all, shouldn't they be going for the first round pick?
They should be going for the first round.
Who are they beating? They wanted that win to what? To kick Detroit out? For what?
I do admire it though. Although I'm angry because I did take Detroit, I admire it. It's some fight. We get a little bite for next season coming back.
Win.
A little fight.
Pointless win.
Definitely a pointless win. I can't disagree with my friend City here. Pointless win.
What did they want to prove? That they could win on the road? They should have been winning from the start.
Good job, G-Man. Thank you, G-Man. Thank you for losing every game you're supposed to win and winning every game you're supposed to lose. You're amazing.
Crazy.
Also, big shouts out to Miami. You couldn't muster a point in an NFL game yesterday.
I said the rough buff play. You know what? I'm not saying anything no more. I'm just going to give you new picks because, to be honest, I had a feeling. But I'm not going to tell you guys my feelings anymore. Now I'm just going to say picks. But the rough buff plays rough in Buffalo.
Do you want to know what this man told me this morning? I picked him up before the show. He says, "Listen, Ray, you swindled me into a couple of picks yesterday that I didn't like." And I told him, it's my power of persuasion. I did. He took a couple of things he didn't feel sure on. Tampa Bay away.
I did. I wanted St. Louis.
You definitely wanted St. Louis.
I did. I'm not even going to talk about it, but it's all right. Cleveland Browns. I picked the Browns. I'm not going to sit here. I don't have faith in the Jets. I'm sorry.
I definitely picked the Jets at home. We know how the Jets play at home, guys.
I don't care. They're shaky.
Very shaky.
They're so shaky.
Would I bet it again today?
Let's be honest.
No.
If you guys were watching that game, they were losing 10-0 for a very long time. They were looking crazy. They got some lucky plays.
They were looking
you know what?
loca.
Yesterday was just a crazy day in football.
You ain't got the answers, Seth. You ain't got the answers.
I don't.
It ain't no Stephen A. though. In the words of my man Kanye. Now, I must say, we have our biggest winner of the week, which is definitely New England, who my man City was on. And on the contrary,
Who are you big on?
my pick of the
Who
week
are you big on?
has panned out to be the worst pick
Of the week.
in Kansas City. Thanks, Kansas City. You were great out there. Way to play ball. Way to let Indy, who hasn't strung together 2 wins all freaking season, run all over you.
Here, just take it.
Perfect.
Take all my money, Kansas, because that's what you did yesterday to me. See? Kansas City just did that yesterday.
I need that residue. I tell you what though, Kansas City huge letdown yesterday. All games aside, I at least expected them to show up and play some sort of football.
Jamal Charles always shows up.
He does. He does.
The defense usually shows up. I don't know what happened.
What has
Alex
happened?
Smith is falling back to the timeline of Alex Smith. The question is he going to keep doing this till the playoffs? Right now, in the last 6 games, they're 2-4. They're looking shaky.
Hey, City, I propose a different question to you.
Go ahead.
And it would be, not if Alex Smith can continue to be Alex Smith, because I think we pretty much know who Alex Smith is, which is a serviceable quarterback.
All right.
Hear me out here.
All right.
Serviceable.
Yeah.
He'll win you some games. He won't lose you any games. On the other side of the ball, this world-renowned defense that everyone was betting on beginning of the year has been getting ripped. Absolutely shredded. Now, if this defense can't get back on track, I refuse to gamble on them. It's too much of a gamble.
I'm done with them.
I'm off the train.
I'm going to tell you guys something.
Off the train.
I'm going to tell you guys something. I take the train home every day.
He does.
I'm off that train.
I'm off the train.
I'm going to take the bus now.
Taking the bus from now on.
And my bus says Denver Broncos and New England Patriots. Ride these guys the whole way.
That's his bus. And I must say, 7-7 for me last week is probably some of you guys' best week. No offense.
No offense.
None should be taken.
5-9 is a typical gambler's, week.
Yeah, it wasn't that well.
And I'm not, to be honest, I'm not a typical gambler. I'm a pretty good. I made pretty good picks. But you know what, guys? Next week, I promise.
Hold on. We have a promise.
I will give you guys a better record than 7-7.
I'm knowing City for some time now. He's absolutely right. Bad week. And I
bounced back.
He reminds me of Bill Belichick.
But I go to the
lab. Bad weeks. He's in there crunching numbers, man. I don't see the kid 3-4 days in between shows. He's crunching numbers.
That's it.
He comes back with winners.
Stats. Next week, I'm going in the books, and I'm giving you guys stats.
And I'm going to be all over those picks next week.
I'm predicting
I have to be.
maybe 9 wins. 9 to 10 wins.
Oh, can I also reserve this time for yet another shout out, my friend?
What do you think?
Can I shout out the Chicago Bears? who just totally was annihilated in a must-win game for the division and came out and played Pee-wee ball.
They didn't even play.
Thanks a lot, Chicago. Thank you, Jay Cutler.
You know what?
For benching the best thing Chicago's had in years. Thank you, Jay.
I think the Cubs came out to play. That's what it was.
That's what it was. Did they trade uniforms?
That's what it was.
They like swap uniforms. Cubs played football.
The Cubs.
I believe that because
I'm almost certain the Cubs was out there
in Philadelphia, who was amazing.
Hey, Nick Foles, you made me a believer.
Hey, Nick Foles,
you made me a believer. And guess what?
You made me a loser.
Next week,
Nick Foles, thank you.
Next week, I just might take you against Dallas.
Oh, next week I'm betting the house and not the couch on you, Foles. Can forget about that, because that time has passed. I am now definitely on the Philadelphia train because you know what? Dallas barely won. I mean, Dallas gets to win, and everybody's, did they cover? Of course they didn't.
Of course
it's
they
Dallas.
Didn't. They barely get back in every game.
Would they cover next week?
Let's be honest. They should have lost that game. If you were watching that game, they should. You know what?
We're
done with our recap.
This is the recap.
That's it.
Of Week 16
Week
NFL
16
football.
in NFL. We'll give you better picks next week.
You guys stay in tune.
Stay in tune.
What are we doing later?
Tonight we're doing our NBA picks.
We're doing NBA picks later.
Check us out.
Check this out.
This is On the Money. I'm Seth City.
Ray Cash, baby.
Let's get it going.